Right then, last warm up. So for my warm up jumps today, I did 60, 140, 190. Rationale is I want to then go 227.5 for my next jump. So if I went 180 after 140, that's a 40 kilo jump, then it'd be a 47 kilo jump. Don't want that. Wants to be smaller jumps as it gets heavier, not bigger. The velocity said it may as well be an empty bar. So 227.5. Program is 3x3. At this point, basically everything's a PB. So the 227.5 for 3 will be a PB, but given that last week I squatted 240 for a pause double, I don't think it's out of the question to do 227.5 for a triple without a pause. So that's what I'm going to start at. Bearing in mind I've got one more heavier week next week. So I'm going to start with 227.5, see how that is. Potentially might go up a bit on the second and third sets, but we shall see. Because it could be worse. It could be worse. It might not move well. But find out in 5 minutes or whatever. Then, after that, today's session is monstrous, to be honest with you. Or I think it is anyway. So, first thing is these squats. Then I've got some dynamic Romanian deadlifts, which you'll see. And then I'm going to the gym where I'm doing Hatfield squats. And my program says 3 sets of 5 with 247.5. So that's going to be disgusting. And then just box jumps after that. So they should be alright. They're trying to make sure I get as high as possible. But I'm not doing them like where I'm trying to pull my knees up. I'm doing them where I'm like trying to actually jump as high as possible. So that's the plan for today. Now, like I say, 227.5 for 3 will be a PB. So I'm going to treat it seriously, as if it is a PB weight. Well, it is a PB weight, but as in like actually need to give it some oomph. Where's my chalk? Can I bring it in here? Do you remember? You've been watching me train. You should know. Or did I leave it in here? Yes, I did leave it in here. And yes, I'm going to use chalk for squatting, because it's my gym and I do what I want. So, I don't think there's anything left but to just do the squats now. Bit chilly today. So naturally, wear a vest. That's the most appropriate attire for this. Turn the music up, get the belt on, give it a good whirl. I'm not really that nervous now. I was nervous coming into this session, but I think I still sometimes see the weights on the program, and even though they're not that heavy now, I still have the mindset as if my max is like 200, 220, whatever. When in reality my max is way more. It just feels so heavy, you know. Anyway, put some music on, get 3 reps done. So, velocity 227.5. Yeah, so on 190 it basically just said that was too fast to count as anything. Didn't actually, but I'm telling myself that. Right. Let's have some good music. Neighbours are going to enjoy me today. Three reps. That was easy. The only thing was just catching my belt, was just catching this bit of fat here as I went. So I might just need to adjust that next set. Yeah, speed on them. I don't know if you heard it on the velocity. On the music, I should say. So it was 0.51, 0.48, 0.46. So next to no drop off. What does that tell me the RPE is? Let's have a look. RPE velocity. So the third rep. So the set average was 0.48, which means the average RPE was 7. So that's not bad. 2 more sets. I might stick with this for the second set, and then providing that's fine again, I might go up. My belt felt a little bit loose actually, but the next tighter one, I think it'll be too tight. It's mad, isn't it, how like it's literally only 3 reps, but then feels like I've been running or something. Well, to be fair, I probably feel less if I've been running. Anyway, I'm going to watch that, make sure they looked alright. I definitely could have been more in the zone for it, but at this point, I don't want to massively overdo it. So like in my head, I'm like 250, 250, 250, which is ridiculous because this is already PB, but it's so tempting. No, we'll stick with this for the next one. And if that's easy, then I'll go up probably to 240. And then next week it'll be similar. So then next week, probably start at 240, maybe 240, 250, something like that. And the week after is a taper, and then compete. Need to remember that I'm not Superman. I can't, that wasn't even on purpose. I'm not Superman. I can't recover from everything. And at the minute, my workload is really high, which is fine. It's my decision to do it, but it just means recovery. I'm riding the fine line between recovering enough and not. So by pushing these sets that extra bit harder, I run the risk of doing too much. And I realise, like, if you watch my training, it's like I barely train, but it does make a difference, like managing everything. Even like, so at the minute, my biggest issue is actually my nutrition. Is eating enough food without it making my stomach uncomfortable. And I don't mean the types of food, I mean the volume of food. I'm at the point of where I'm thinking like I might need to just get some sweets. candy for Americans, just to get the calories in. So it's the time it takes to eat, as well as the actual eating of it. Which sounds silly, but it's a genuine issue. So I've just before this, I basically just had a roast dinner. So there was chicken, potatoes, veg. It wasn't like a full-blown roast dinner, but chicken, potato, veg, gravy, stuffing. So that was good. And then earlier on today, I had cereal, Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies. They always tend to sit well on my stomach, and it's easy to eat a lot. And before that, what else did I have? I had beef, like mince, and eggs, and rice. I've had a couple of bananas. So like normal bodybuilding type food. I know I'm not a bodybuilder, but that kind of food. Anyway, let's watch this, do the next set. Don't let my ego take over and stick with 227.5. Yeah, so I watched that and immediately I was like, go heavier. Nope, I need to stick to it. I'm glad I just told you that I'm going to do 227.5 because now I have to. I'm real tempted to go up. I think I can move them faster. Right. Let's go. I just pull down these a little bit so the fat don't get caught. Right. Come on. If I want to squat 300, this has got to move real fast. That were alright, wasn't it? Definitely faster than last time. It's going to sound real strange. I kind of forgot how much weight was on the bar. I don't think I took the eccentric as respectfully as I should have. But actually, it was easy. Can't even move it now. Right. Oh, that was good. It was significantly faster. 250 is there for definite, but is it a good idea? Right. So I'm struggling to make the decision. Right, so let's, use a brain. Right. That was a PB. I've done 2 sets, yeah? If I go 250, what's the upside? 250 for a triple. That is ridiculous. Sets me up for next week. I don't know how much more room there would be. So there isn't actually that much room for progression, but it's more fatigue. The other downside is, if I go 250, it's an absolute grinder. It's adding even more fatigue. If I do 240, and I know I could have done 250, I don't care too much about lift in the gym. I care about lift on a platform. So I think you know what I'm going to do. I will watch this back first. The choice is either I stick with this for one more set, or I'll go 240. So you guess. I'm going to watch the video and make a decision. Yeah, they were lovely, if I say so myself. Right then, next weight on the bar. So, getting close to the competition, obviously, starting to think more about attempts and stuff. So this weekend, on my SBD session, I will be hitting somewhere between opener and second attempt. Then the week after, somewhere between second and third attempt, and the week after obviously competing. So I think for squats, I do think I'm on for a PB, to be honest. At this point, things are moving better than they were at this point last training block, last peak I should say. So things look to be on the upwards. Something else as well, actually. So I'm between two belt sizes at the minute. When I have it tighter, it does feel better, but I don't find it actually makes much of a difference in terms of proper bracing. So I'm just going with the slightly looser one at the minute. It seems to be okay. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? I would love to hit 6 plates aside for a couple reps, but I think that's a bit beyond me. Maybe at the end of the year. I am looking forward to, it was the same, so I had a look back through some of my logs, and it was the same about this time last time, of where I was looking forward to having a break from the heavier loads. I can't tolerate training this heavy all year round. It's mentally, it's not, so, physically there's an element of it, but mentally I find this more taxing in that I can't move that. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I find it taxing mentally doing this, but it's after the session where it's hard. Right. Kinda need to pee. I don't really want to go in the house until I've done this, so I don't have to mess about with my shoes and everything. Right, what time are we on? So I've got half an hour or so to get this done. Yeah. Right. Last one. I'm going to turn the music up again. Just see if this is still recording. Just pause and restart. Okay. Time for the neighbours to hit me. That's Spotify gone. Okay. Now I'm nervous. Don't even know what I want to listen to. Any suggestions? I'm going to be judged for whatever I choose. Don't know what that was. Yeah. Let's go. This is a bit loose. Come on. Yes. Either they were high or I'm just a unit. There's no other option. It's one of the two. Ooh, I'm aware that there's people that can bench that, but let me have my victory. Oh, felt alright actually. RDL's next. Yeah, I'm gonna pause you. I just want to go and pee and come back with deadlift. Whew. So, deadlift's done. I did remaining deadlifts, but with a dynamic change of direction. I set the camera up over here to film. Pressed what I thought pressed film. I didn't film. I just talked to myself, talking absolute nonsense and going through it. But there we go. You just have to believe me. Now I'm gonna head over to the gym to do Hatfield squats and box jumps. And that's it for today. So I will see you, not tomorrow, but the day after. Have a good evening. Yeah, I don't really remember what else I did. Yeah, that was it. Just the ideals. Right, take care, guys.